Ted has you to do to feed his obsession with dark skin? On vacation.
Oh, so, I know exactly what Dr. Levitt is talking about.
I wanna know this. What?
So, I barely passed the color test for Ted. I barely made it above the dark line. So when we go on vacations, we love the islands. We particularly love Jamaica. And Ted does not like tan lines, and he wants me to be as dark as possible. So I'm slathering myself up, and I am baking. And talking about a turn on for him, no tan line. And yeah, we're nudists. I can say that. I can say that because I'm grown. Our preference. We always go to the all-inclusive resorts, all adult resorts, and they have nude beaches and they have regular beaches, and our preference are the nude beaches. We've been doing this for 30 years, and he doesn't like tan lines. He likes all over black, 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 black.
I'm gonna be like you when I grow up.
Young man.
I had to get myself together because I was like,
I like that. This young lady says, these are goals, goals, goals. And you know what? And let me tell you, our kids have been indoctrinated a long time. They understand us, they love us, and we've always displayed our passion in front of them. Now, I'm not talking about, going over the board or anything, but they have always seen the touchy-lovey feeling between my husband and me, because we've always been that way. And in turn, they are the same way. They're lovey-dovey, touchy. And that's a good thing in black families, because you see stuff on television that distorts who we are. We are loving and powerful. Black love is powerful. Black love is relevant. Don't believe the hype that you see on TV. You were about to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna make a statement in regards to the black line. What classifies the difference between the lighter skin and I guess what the darker skin would be in your idea?
and my idea
Yeah.
had, and I teased her, I teased Beverly by saying, had the sun not been shining that day, she would not have been dark enough to get my attention that day. But for me, as black as possible. There's some variances, and there's a chromatology spectrum. But for me, summertimes are best for me to look at my wife. She's beautiful 365, all 4 seasons. But I stare at her and taste her skin and touch her face and rub her when she's lying in the sun. I like to see perspiration. She'll go get an ocean, come back, real back. Come back to me. But there, I have an affinity for natural beauty. She doesn't require makeup, and I understand in certain circumstances that ladies touch up and tweak. I understand, I get that. But she doesn't have to do that. She literally wakes up like that. You've heard the song?
Wake up like this.
That's the life right there. She wakes up like that. She can wake up in the morning, beautiful. I love her natural hair. I love it like that. I can play in her hair when it's like that.
Yeah.
When she had the perm and the other stuff,
Couldn't even touch it. Yeah.
They sit up all night, on a pillow like this. She'd be all up under the covers, man. Be snuggling up under me.
And don't get him wrong. Now, my husband loves dark, but he loves sisters, period. He loves the beauty, the beauty that sisters bring to the table. Whether you are the lightest of light, and he has dated the lightest of light to the darkest of dark. He just has a preference for dark. But he thinks that sisters overall are the most beautiful creatures on the face of this earth. Yes, we are.
Woo! Yeah.
circling back to privilege, societal privilege, in the context of racial or color preferences when having interpersonal relationships. Theodore Roosevelt. You won't find this in your history books, your history classes, but he had a penchant for safari hunting Africa. That's not why he was over there. There's a certain tribe, and I should have been prepared to.
You want some of that chocolate milk?
That the DNA pool for the ladies' behinds is quite large.
The Khoi tribe. Khoi. Yeah.
Khoi tribe.
Is this the same tribe that Sarah?
Yes. Hottentot Venus, Sarah Barton.
Oh, yeah.
His propensity, affinity, and penchant for the large black behind took him to Africa. Now he came back with tusks and mounted heads, but while he was over there, that wasn't the only thing he was hunting and tagging. So, we like to go to Jamaica. There are folk from Italy, Germany, Sweden, primarily the Western European countries, who go over there just to have sex with black people. The white women, you ever heard the pejorative term rent-a-rasta?
Oh, wow.
They go over there and they got these Rasta toy boys and boy toys that they rent for the duration of their visit. Even more recently, on the Ivory Coast of Africa, now the Europeans are not coming transatlantic for that, or trans-Caribbean for that now. Now they're going to the west coast of Africa. And the hot boys now are the boys from the Maasai tribe. Their legacy, they're the cattle herders they have long dreads, boys is ripped, slim, the ladies, the white European ladies flock. Just about 3 months ago, there was a documentary on the Discovery Channel. And now there's an influx of those, Christopher Columbus European diseases that they bring that's infecting the coast now. So now there's a community health crisis. So the privilege asserted here is, I want you for my sex partner. In fact, I wouldn't even call it a partnership. I want you for my object of sexual gratification. But I don't want you, concubine is a good word, I don't want you as my equal in society, in finance, in education. We have the smartest president ever. But they see that as, he's an intellectual elite. He's aloof. When he's not loud and he doesn't have a gold tooth in his mouth and he don't have to wear a do-rag and sag in the White House. Is that what you mean? Harry Reid, senator from Nevada, made during Barack Obama's initial candidacy for the president. Oh, he speaks well and he looks good for a black guy. For a black guy. Well, I was project manager at Wells Fargo before I retired. Oh, you dress well for a black guy. Speaks well. Well, how am I supposed to dress? What do you expect? Just like I dress. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could give us any of the examples that you've seen where the those wealthy white women or any wealthy white woman had a real relationship with a man of African descent that was not wealthy.
That was not wealthy?
Yeah, a white woman
Who was not wealthy?
who is wealthy with a poor black man.
In the context of a real relationship?
Yeah, real
I
relationship.
can't give an example of that.
I can't either.
Conversely,
We see it the other way around.
you see these black guys who've made it with, we call that Tiger Wooden, I-N-G. He's Tiger Wooden. How you gonna marry somebody else's babysitter? your buddy, your golfing buddies, babysitter is who you gonna marry.
Mm-hmm.
Where you get that from? And then
Now she
end up getting
rich.
your ass beat by the same said babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
When one of your golf clubs run you off the road in your Escalade,
And it was your fault.
and now you can't win the golf tournament.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I have do you consider Tiger Woods black? Or is he black to you?
I don't even consider Tiger Woods. When people make their choices to take you out of their social, cultural, ideological circles, why should I then want to make them either a concentric circle or a subset? Why would y'all remember those? Y'all be that new math now. Back then, you had intersecting circles and subsets.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want to re-engage you when you've purposely distanced yourself from me?
Mm-hmm.
There are too many other of us to be concerned with. I'm more concerned with this black brother than a brother who don't want to be a black brother. But really is black, but he ain't a brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even understand what I said. But
No, it made a lot of sense.
As long as y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is Tiger Woods, okay, so is he black because
Ask
he's
somebody else.
Beverly? Is it because, what do you consider
Kara,
Tiger Woods? Is he phonetically, now to me he's phonetically black, which is how white society.
Are you saying phonetically?
His phenotype.
Okay.
He looked
As
phenotypically.
far as melanin is concerned, Tiger Woods is
And
black.
his features.
His mind isn't black.
Yeah.
His heart
He
and
doesn't-
his soul aren't black.
He don't identify
Right,
as being
but
black.
white society puts him in that's something, they put him in the black category because he approximates blackness more so than anything else that he wants to call himself. So, as such, white society considers him black, and I think to a certain extent, because we don't have anybody on his level we want to claim him as a black trophy,
I get that.
because he's,
Well, he used
I
that.
have one consideration about Tiger Woods.
okay,
Tiger Woods. Tiger Black. I have one consideration.
phenotype.
I cheered for him when he was at the college game because white folk hated him.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
yeah,
I
I
cheered
did
for
too.
him.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
you hate them. Okay, no matter what you want to be, Tiger. Still with me.
Yeah.
Still with me. And when he continued to intentionally, O.J. Simpson, take himself out of your community, only come back to you when he needed black mothers of the world to pray for him, to get him out that murder that he did commit. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
We all know
But
he did it.
I'm glad he got off because they set him up. They planted evidence. Now,
Yeah.
in a fair world, everybody knows who did that.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't got to go back and sprinkle blood and
Yeah.
throw bloods over here to try to set them up. So like, so y'all do that to all black. Y'all do that too many times. Not all the time. Y'all do that too many times to black people.
Mm-hmm.
So now y'all, society is relegating the OJ to how they treat us. So, okay, I'm OJ then. Right, y'all try to set him up? All right, fine. Now y'all. They got him, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they got him in the end.
You know why? Because he kept acting stupid.
Yeah.
He kept thinking that he was not black, that he was above. He thought he could do white boy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of black brothers. Y'all listen to me. Talk to the brothers now.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can write down some homework or
Mm-hmm.
something. Brothers, y'all can't get away with white boy stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
can't. You can't talk back to the police. They can.
Yep.
You can't.
Mm-mm.
You can't ride around at night with your boys. You can't do that. They can. You sell
And
them steak.
openly carry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
But they
can't.
can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
they can strap an AK-47 to their back.
Mm-hmm. We can't do that.
Second Amendment. Don't you try that.
Mm-mm.
Brothers, don't try that at home. Don't do that. You can't ride around a car with a bunch of white girls.
Mm.
God bless the white girls. They love them some brothers.
They don't want to admit it
Y'all
though.
love to be loved like white girls. I'm talking about the ones. That do. It's a lot of people in their heart. And as soon as I get up, the white girl. It happens too often. Why you got these lovely chocolate caramel, vanilla, and swirl sisters who have been with you every step of your way,
Yes. Power to you.
who held you down while you trying to come up.
Right.
When other people kick you to the curb, they there to dust your dusty ass off. Wash you down, feed your hungry self, and then when you get up, you won't step away.
That's what they
Boy,
do.
that gets me right here.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with interracial dating. Somebody, I think you asked me one time, last presentation, what would you do if your daughter came home with a white guy? I said, well, I hope she doesn't, because enough brothers here who've been in the struggle, who know the struggle, that can, give me the progeny that I need. What if your son brought a white girl? Well, that'll never happen, because I know he likes the sister. That's a hypothetical that would never become a reality.
Yeah.
I ain't got to answer that question.
Yeah.
But what if? You just have to live with it. You have to accept and embrace them for the human beings that they are. But my preference ain't that. I want my son to marry someone who looks like her mother, his mother. And the young lady that he married looks just like my wife. They took a picture and posted it on Facebook. Y'all probably won't ever see that because y'all on Facebook. And people say, is that your daughter? She looks just like you. And to me, that was a compliment. I said, boy, you did good, boy. Marry your mama. Marry your mother. If you love your mother, why not marry her? If your mother looked like one of these sisters, why would you want to marry somebody else? Wow. We want to cut this short and get up out of here. So but look,
I caught it.
I'm talking back to everybody now.
5 minutes.
So, reciprocally, sisters, all the brothers ain't. Let me say this in affirmative. There's still a lot of good brothers out there. I was about to say all brothers ain't bad. That's a negative microaggression. In your speaking, speak in the affirmative. You can say the same. You can give the same message in the affirmative. All brothers ain't bad. Why not say there's some good brothers out there? Same thing. You said, oh, it's partly cloudy. No,
Partly
it's partly
sunny.
sunny. I hate my stomach. Oh, man, I gotta hit the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, she got some nappy hair. Well, she got some hair. She got edges.
It's just on fleek.
Who is that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Alright
And she's smart. She teaches.
Yeah, like you surprised. See, there's somebody cute. Come on. You ever heard this term?
Demand higher. She teaches science.
Got a
In high
master's
school.
degree. You married up. Look, you ever heard this term? She dark, but pretty.
Than ourselves.
Oh, she pretty, but dark. Like, one is
I done heard
mutually
it before.
exclusive. You can't be dark and pretty. You know what term I hate though? I'm gonna be happy. I hate to hear people say, "Oh, she high yellow." I don't like that. That's a pejorative term to me. She's just fair skinned. She's from black are derived all other colors. So as black people, we can be any color and still be black. White people can't never be black.
Yep.
Asians can't never be black.
That's why they don't
Because
like
they're
it.
not the source DNA color. You are the wellspring from which all life flows. You are the source. So consider the source when you're talking about marriage, when you're talking about life partners, when you're talking about what do you want to do, give back, academic. This is part of our academic philanthropy nature. We're giving back. We're both graduates of HBCU. Love it. Wouldn't have gone anywhere. I had a scholarship to MIT. And I freaking it could have been whatever they turn out. That wasn't for me. I went to it. Had I gone to MIT, I would never met and married my wife. The love and the joy of my life. The source of my joy. If either Jesus, you the sent, well, no, my wife makes me happy. We'll talk and pray to Jesus and all that, but be real about it. The people that I need to fall in love with and touch and affirm every day, they're right here. Don't be so heavenly minded that you ain't no earthly good. You can't love Jesus the Father unless you kind to each other. My caramel sister. Oh, that's the first time she smiled all class. Look at that pretty. So you could have been smiling all class. See that? See?
While we're on it, let me share with you in the class something, because I was debating whether or not I should share this, but it's so relevant to what you said.
Do we need to whisper that to me first?
No, I don't.
Cause every class she try to bust me on something.
No, I don't. Not true. Not true.
All right.
This happened to me.
Okay, go ahead.
This came from my son, who will be 10 next week. Okay? He was looking at a picture of me from years ago when I was close to your age, where I had traveled up north to visit relatives, and with my cousins, my sisters, and my biracial sisters that live in Pennsylvania. So we ran the gamut of complexions, but I was the darkest one, and I was keenly aware of that even during that time. And I was showing him the picture to show him somebody. And he said, "Oh, Mommy, look how dark you are." And I said, "Well, what do you mean by that, Kevin?" He said, "Look." And he ran his finger along all the women. I just happened to be at the end and got to me. He said, "Look how dark you are." And I said, "Kevin, why would you say that? That hurts Mommy's feelings. Why would you?" He said, "Well, Mommy, I'm dark too." My son is, whose complexion? He's Malcolm's complexion. Okay, he said, "I'm dark too." My son is not dark. And I said, "Kevin, let me tell you something. Don't ever point that out to a woman in addition to asking if her hair is hers or touching." You know, that's one of the first lessons I taught him. Okay, don't touch a woman's hair unless you're invited to do so. And don't ask, "Is that yours?" Okay? But don't ever point out anything about like her in a general term. "Oh, look how dark she is. Look how light." And I know kids are very blunt, honest, frank, candid, whatever, choose your adjective. But, I mean, now's the time to learn, but it brought to mind what would make him, he's lived with me for almost 10 years of his life. I've always been this complexion to him, okay? Now, as argument, he does go to a predominantly white school. I think he's maybe one of 4 or 5 black people in his class. The girls in his class, I think there's 1 or 2 black girls, and 1 is biracial, because he used to date her. No, I had to. Conversely, she broke up with him because he wasn't spending enough time with her at the playground at recess. Then she sabotaged his current relationship. Yeah.
Oh Lord, that's why he said it's too much drama.
He said he didn't want to have a girlfriend when he's older because he said females are too much drama in the shape of a body. That's how he described it to me. Too much drama in the shape of a body. But why you said that marry someone that looks like your mother. But if you're in an environment where your mother is not, doesn't make up part of that demographic, then is that a statement that should be fair?
That's a fair question.
Okay.
I'm looking for the answer to your question.
Okay.
In my video, in my photo archive. Beverly, you know what I'm looking for?
Are you looking for a picture of your parents?
Of your mom?
I'm looking for black don't crack opposite picture. I got it.
Oh, okay.
So my mom is
Oh.
2 or 3 shades past midnight. Now, get your pen in your hand. Everybody get a pen. I want you to write this. I want you to write this down. I want you to write down. You gotta be honest. This is worth. I'm putting you on the spot. This is your honest answer. It's a 1-word answer, and it's your answer. There's no wrong. Your 1-word response. It's worth 5 points on your next test.
That's fair. On your next test.
So if you get a 0, you get a 5. This is worth 5 points on your next test.
Yeah.
I want you
You'll
to
agree
write
with that. You say,
down.
no, you know what? Make it 10.
No, there will be absolutely no talking. There'll be absolutely no consulting. There will be no outward response. Your only response is write down the very first one word that comes to mind. You ready, man? Where's your pen? You got it? All right. Now I may have to come around. Right. I might have to come around. Write down the very first thing that comes to your mind. Ready?
You have to see it through.
No talking. No talking. No consultation. No gas. No nothing. Write that. She want them 5 points. Ready, set? Write down the first thing that comes to your mind. Yeah. No talking. Just the first one word. I'm gonna come back there that comes to your mind. First word. First word. Write down the first word that comes to your mind. You like sing the mission. You told me I wasn't fast enough. Hey, great. I'm trying to be like Jesus, man. I wasn't fast enough. First word that comes to your mind. Write it down. With 5 points. You gotta sign in. Yeah, you sign your name to it and turn it into Professor Beverly. First word.
25 points on your next
On
test.
your next test, 5 points.
So should we just keep 50?
On your next test.
Alright? Now, I have a question for y'all.
Dang, it's so much easier when you do
Who's
it.
willing to share what they wrote? Michelle first.
Light.
Alright.
Oh, Jesus.
As in Jesus.
Exclamation.
I put mixed
Alright. What's
biracial.
that mix?
I put curve. Curve.
Curve?
Like Dodge. Like Dodge somebody.
Anybody else?
Like she a curve. Like bye.
Like
Oh,
get
is
away
that-
from him. Yeah.
Attitude.
Who else? Alright. She gets 7 points.
Okay.
Write 7 points on your paper.
Nobody get no point.
Who else? Somebody else. Come on, give it to me.
We don't have no test.
0 points.
What did he say? A girl.
First word. That was oh, you just gonna hold me literal to that. Huh?
I showed it. There's nothing about it.
That's 5 points, girl. Jesus. Jesus, girl. No. Jesus, girl. Curve. I'll give you 2. I'll give you 2 orange shirt in the back. Oh. Skin light. One more. Somebody can do it. Somebody. I need a 7-pointer. So that answers your question about, to your point, marry somebody who looks like your mother. She looks nothing like my mother. I have 2 brothers. My oldest brother, he's been married 3 times. All 3 to either white or biracial women. My younger brother, 49 years old, first time up at bat. Swing and a miss.
That was her.
That's her.
Oh.
And you got it right. Sometimes, not all the time, because people used to look at me and think, why you so mean? I mean, that's just, I'm intentional about protecting my space. I don't make me mean. She acts just like she looks. And we don't have to be that. It's not point. We can be nice. Nice costs you nothing.
Nothing.
See how nice I was? I just gave y'all 5 points. Wasn't that nice? I could have been mean. It took 0 points for girl. But listen, it's always a pleasure for us to have come. I love. Let me get my wife one more time. It's always a pleasure to kiss my wife. I thought and whatever y'all do, guys, don't marry my wife, man. Don't marry my wife. Listen, it's been fun. I love all y'all. Y'all beautiful people. Beautiful people. Love your smile. Should have been smiling the whole place. I give you 3 more points. Okay, I'll give you 1 point for a smile. 6 points. All right, y'all. That's all. I'm done.
Okay, let's thank the Robinson. Who has the queer teach on Tuesday? Disaggregated blackness in the post-Obama era. Okay, your group does. Okay, all right. Once again, her